Welcome back to another video. Hello, my name is Jazz. Today we're going to be starting our first day of our 31-day art challenge. So I had put together this whole PowerPoint calendar syllabus thing for us to actually practice, learn, and watch with, but I have to find it so I could show you. This is our calendar, our 31-day art challenge. These are clickable and also available in my Discord. So if you're in my Discord, go ahead and check out the art section. If you're not in my Discord, go ahead and join the Discord. The link will be in the description. I kind of customized this to me. I did also shove a bunch of things into a 31-day art span. So sorry. You are more than welcome to work at your own pace. It is also the reason why I had put, like, I don't know, it's just like 10 days maybe of project work week, so we can essentially learn more stuff during that time while also working on our project. So the whole basis of this is to challenge ourselves into learning something that we don't already know. I personally know a little bit of probably all of these, except for I'm throwing in oil pastels in the mix somewhere during painting week, which will be the second week of April. I also really want to learn how to do digital art on my tablet. Those are the elements that I'm going to be working with, is digital and traditional and painting. I want to learn painting. I'm really excited about this. Our first lesson of the day is going to be drawing basics. This video is from Kesh Art on YouTube. It says how to actually start drawing for beginners. Let's get on with the video.
Here's how you actually start drawing. Most artists would tell you to start with the fundamentals of art, like lines, shapes, forms, perspective, life drawing, and all of
I wanted to do this, by the way.
that jazz. And I'm going to tell you, don't start there. Yes, it's true, you need to start with the fundamentals of art. Yes, it's important. I've said that too multiple times, but there is a fundamental to the fundamental that most people miss, and it consists of two parts. Here's how it goes. Let's say you want to go to the gym and get fit. The first exercise routine you might not want to pick is how to get killer abs or gloomy glutes or how to get biceps like Chris Hemsworth. God damn, that's big. The first exercise routine you might want to pick when you're going to the gym for the first time is called going to the gym. That's it. You just go to the gym. Just like that, the first fundamental to the fundamental of drawing is showing up. Just show up to draw a little each day, here and there maybe. Why? Because the habit of showing up is the bedrock upon which learning is built on. Because without this habit, this bedrock, the learning doesn't matter. It will all crumble down. Because you gotta standardize before you optimize. As Woody Allen famously put it, 80% of life is showing up. The 20%, I don't know. I don't think he said anything. He didn't do the math properly. What is the 20% of Woody?
We'll say the 20% is like actually doing it. You could show up, but if you don't do anything, then are you really actually showing up? I don't know.
Loneliness and misery and suffering and unhappiness.
With that said, here's the last piece to this, right? Once you show up to draw, you will not know what to draw or how to draw it because you'll be scared. You'll be clueless. You'll be scared of making bad art. You just won't know anything. And that's where you practice the second piece to this fundamental, which is just draw. AKA learning to do things despite not knowing how to do it. Most people would say, I want to know first and then I'll start. But in reality, you'll only know if you start. Here's the thing, right? Art is all about courage. The courage to do things.
So I'm very much like that. I'm very much a, I want to know about it first before I even do it. But I'm like taking this leap of faith this time, and I'm gonna like do before I know and just wing the fuck out of it. I'm in a wing it kind of phase of my life right now, okay?
The courage to do things despite not knowing. Bringing stuff from your head onto the paper, knowing it might be bad, it might not work out, it might suck, and you will still do it because that is art. So to answer the first question, how do you actually start drawing? You just show up and do the work. If you want something more practical, you show up and do the work for 6 minutes a day for 100 days. That's what I did. It worked out pretty well for me. Chances are it will work out for you too. So that's it for this week's episode of 2 Minute Tuesdays. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yep. And that's where we're going to start. We're going to do very much that. So Thank you, Kesh. I appreciate it. I didn't realize that the music was going to pick up when I recorded, so I'm just doing a time lapse of what I ended up drawing. I feel like art can be as easy or as hard as you make it. I'm a perfectionist, so I want my lines to be clean. I want a certain thing to look a certain way or be precise. And the whole point of this challenge is to make it where I'm not spending 6 to 7 or 8 hours on a simple hand drawing. I wanted to be able to sketch something and be comfortable with the outcome and understand that I can trust the process and make it what I want at a later date or in the final product. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now, just getting a little comfortable with how I hold my pen or how I shade certain things or even just the shapes of the objects that I'm drawing. A lot of the time I expect the product to be perfect the first time around instead of knowing that I can just go back and revise it. So you may be wondering, why did I want to start a drawing challenge? Well, it first started because I wanted to have content for the year. I was planning the year. I wanted to have different themes for each month, learn something new, or play a different game, just have variety in my life because I am a variety streamer. However, I have always been so intrigued with art. Used to color a lot, I used to sketch when I was younger, but I never fully pursued it because I just never felt good enough. This year, I wanted to do a lot of things for me. I want to add different skills under my belt, whether it's art, whether it's drawing, painting, singing, music production, editing, sewing, like cooking. I've even picked up cooking. So this is just another skill that I want to add under my book and see if I like. And so far, I love it. I always come back to art. I've done some of the art pieces and emotes on my channel, and I hope that this 31-day challenge allows me to be more comfortable with how I make my art. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys come by stream and do it with us. If not, you can check out our Discord. There's a whole forum with everything that we're going to do in it, even the pictures that we draw daily. And yeah, I'll see you guys in our next lesson. Have an amazing day. And remember, you have the choice to be what you want to be. So don't hold yourself back and just take the leap of faith. You got this. I'll see you guys later. Bye.